So it's been some time since the Avatar show has come out, and a lot of people have been talking about it, and I've watched it a second time, and now I'm finally able to say that I actually like the show. A lot of people have not been liking the show, and you can see by Rotten Tomatoes it is lower than a lot of people expected, because a lot of people expected this to be a good show that everyone liked, and to be honest, a lot of people did hype this show up a lot. Like, people thought it was going to be the second coming of Jesus, and maybe that's why a lot of people have not been liking the show a lot, because some people thought this is going to be the best show, and if anything lower, it's a disappointment. Which, to be honest, this show is way better than a lot of stuff we've been getting recently. Like, a lot of people have been saying this show is worse than the live action movie. Who in their right mind thinks that this show is worse than the movie? Have y'all not seen the movie in a while? Like, I haven't seen it in a while, but I do remember that movie was not good. Like, you cannot convince me the movie is better than this show, because in the movie, everyone could not pronounce Aang's name correctly.
So, are you the Avatar Aang?
Who the fuck is Aang? Like, I understand movies are supposed to be shorter, but why did they cut like 80% of the first season? Like, the movie is just 4 episodes of the first season together. When Aang is introduced in the first episode, when they go to Kyoshi Island, when he gets captured, and when they go to Water Tribe. There is 20 episodes in the original show, and they basically adapted like 4, maybe 6, and that's basically more than half of it cut. And the dialogue is so bad. I took off the movie halfway through it the last time I watched it, and that was back in 2020. And I can watch a bad movie and enjoy it. If not enjoy it, like, at least somewhat like it. I am the same guy that uploaded a video of Morbius when it came out and said, oh, it is okay.
Oh, I really think? Yeah, now I'm giving the rating. No, I think it's not really... It's not a great movie. Not such a bad movie, but I feel like it's a middle 5 out of 10.
Also, do not watch that video. That is one of the worst videos I've ever made, and you can barely hear me, so you're not gonna understand anything. Also, the casting was so controversial in the movie. People were complaining that, oh, it was all white people and how they're not accurate to the show, and this TV show actually made it accurate. And just overall, this show has cast better than the movie. Like, prime example, Fire Lord Osai in the movie and the show. Look at the guy in the show. He is a Chad, and that's one of the castings that I think they did better. Like Katara, she was casted way better. Zuko, Sokka, Uncle Iroh, Aang. The only character I think they did a better casting in the live action movie than the live action show is Princess Yui. And even though I like the Princess Yui from the movie better, though in the show, she's not that bad. The only casting that I don't care about from the movie to the show is Azula, and those who do not remember, Azula was shown in the end of the Avatar movie, which a lot of people don't remember, and I don't really care her from the movie and the show right now. I don't really care which one's which. To be honest, maybe I think the one in the show is a little better. And I was genuinely surprised to see Azula this season, because I thought they were going to save her for the second season like Toph. But how accurate Azula is, she's pretty damn accurate from the show, because she's a lunatic. Also, characters from being accurate from the animated TV show, from the live action TV show, I want to talk about Zuko. In the animated show, Zuko was just very angry, and that was just his whole character in the first season. But here in the live action show, I feel like they actually made him more human. For instance, when Uncle Iroh and Zuko went to Omashu, Uncle Iroh got captured. When Zuko went to go break out Uncle Iroh, a guard told him that he was getting transported to a prison camp. But he also mentioned that Aang was hanging out with King Bumi, and you can see him there debating on where he should go after the Avatar or go save his uncle. Ultimately, he went to go save Uncle Iroh. It's just that scene of him just there for like 10 seconds being quietly thinking about what should I do? Should I go save my uncle or go capture the Avatar? It's just a scene that I like personally a lot of Zuko, and made me see that Zuko is more of a character, more of a less angry person, more of, he's still angry. I'm not saying he's not angry in this season, but he is less compared to what I remember from the animated show. I may be wrong. I haven't seen the animated show in a long time, so if anyone want to correct me and show me evidence that I was in the wrong, leave it down in the comment. All I know for sure is that this show shows some brutal deaths.
Because it is our time.
Oh my fucking god. Also, talking about characters that I like they improved was Uncle Iroh. I don't think they improved it from the animated show, but from the movie, 100,000,000 times better. In the movie, Uncle Iroh is just a guy. In this show, he's actually funny. He's wise too. It's just what we need from Uncle Iroh. Uncle Iroh is just a chillax dude that is very wise. He's not a very hard character to understand. He's very easy to understand. I don't know why the movie did not do this. I know I'm shitting on the movie a lot, but like I said in the beginning of this video, a lot of people have been saying this show is worse than the fucking movie. The fucking movie that nobody likes. The movie that fails not only as an Avatar adaptation, but as the movie in general. How it just blows my mind that people think this show is worse. That this movie right here is better. How? I'm not saying this show is a masterpiece. No, of course it has its flaws, but it does a lot of the stuff way better than the movie. Like Sokka, like even though he's still not as funny like he is in the show, he's at least a little funny. And talking about Sokka, in season 2, he needs to be funnier. Like yeah, he's more accurate in the show than in the movie, but I still want him to be more like in the show. Him to make me laugh every goddamn time. Also, getting a little off topic, I like Suki's and Sokka's interactions in the second episode are so great, and I like them very much. And hopefully Suki shows up in the second season and we get more interactions between them. Wait, now I think about it, Sokka is less sexist in this show than the original one. Because in the original show, when the Avatar gang got captured by the Kyoshi warriors, Sokka mentioned, "Where are all the men?" And he was surprised that all these girls capture him, because there's no way these girls could capture a man. And in this show, that didn't happen. He had no comments about being captured by the Kyoshi warriors. Man, Sokka not being sexist in this show actually makes him like him less. Not because, oh, I want someone to be sexist, but in the original show, him being sexist for the beginning of the show, him slowly getting the mentality out of, oh, women should do this, men should be that. It's just a good character arc for him, and that can't happen here because in the beginning he's not even sexist. Well, at least they didn't do nothing to Momo. Wait, they didn't do nothing to Momo. This is one of the other things I did not like about this show, was that they did not show Momo at all. They show him for an entire like 5 minutes throughout the whole season. Like, I know he's CGI, but come on, show him a little bit more. Because around the end of the season, when the Fire Nation invades the Northern Water Tribe, there's a scene where Momo gets injured and Sokka gets so worried, and like after he's okay, he like hugs him and say, "Oh, don't scare me like that." It seems it's supposed to be an emotional moment, but at this point, the most we've seen of Momo is just him flying around and just being Momo, I guess. The most significant thing I can think of is, I think around episode 5, he found a little seed when they saw the burned forest, and that's like the only scene I remember besides when they first met him. Also, continuing the bad things about this show is that Aang didn't learn any new elements to bend. Like, he outright refused to learn how to waterbend with Katara. When she was learning how to waterbend on their way to the Northern Water Tribe, Katara offers him to come learn with her, and he was like, no, I don't think I will. Like, how are you gonna have the Avatar not learn or attempt to learn any of the other elements? In this season, Aang just used like the Airbender. Like The Last Airbender, not the Avatar, The Last Airbender. So in the second season, Aang is going to learn waterbending and earthbending real quick for him to catch up to him needing to learn only firebending in the third season. Like, I know I've been shit on this show for the past like 5 minutes, but this is still a pretty good show to watch, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend for you to go watch it, because a lot of people make it seem like this is the worst show ever, but it's really not, and I hope that you can come to your own conclusion and by watching it. And I've watched this show more times because throughout this editing, I just been watching it again and again, and I'm starting to warm up more and more to it. I don't know if all y'all are like that, but for me, when I keep watching the show, I actually enjoy it. Like, normally I don't rewatch a show when I see it, or just a movie or a show in general. When I see it, I don't like watching it again, and if I do watch it again, it's either a sequel to it's coming out, or it's been years since I've seen it. But this live action show, I don't know why, but I've been interested to watching like again and again. Maybe because I want to record this video and give you more accurate facts, and I probably didn't because I'm a dumbass. But I hope the ones that give this show a chance enjoy it very well, and don't expect too much, because to be honest, Netflix did not thought this show was gonna work, because we all know what happened to the Avatar movie. So what did I thought about Netflix live action Avatar The Last Airbender? I think it's pretty good to watch, and of course it has many flaws, but I still for some reason enjoy the show a lot. Maybe because we haven't had any Avatar The Last Airbender content for years. Yes, they've been releasing the comics, but don't lie to me, you do not like to read. I don't like to read. No one likes to read. Well, that's a lie, because a lot of people do like to read, but most of the population, especially people that watch shows and movies, do not like reading, like me. Well, back to the topic in hand, this show is a pretty good watch, and I suggest for you to not watch this as like compare contrast with the original show, because I feel like maybe that's why a lot of people has been ruining their image of this show. Like, it's not as good as the original Avatar. I think I've been saying this for a lot repeatedly throughout this whole video. Like, I need to make a script of this. Why didn't I do a script of this? Because this one I just ramble on around. Like right now, I need back to the topic in hand again. This show is good. There's nothing else I can really say, because I'm just gonna repeat myself. But if I had to rate this show, this will be a solid, fun 6 out of 10. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and my next episode, hopefully if everything goes planned, is Invincible. Like right now, the time I'm recording this audio, the Invincible season 2 has finished, so I had to rush to season 1, then possibly really rush to season 2, and that's it. I already scripted the season 1, and I just have to record it and just like edit it. So hopefully that one's better since it has a script. This one is just me babbling. Like, I thought I could get this out in like a week. It's been 2 months.